morning, everybody. Kaylee, you want to do the intro? Good morning, everybody. First storm of the year. We were supposed to get like 1 to 2 inches. We ended up getting about 5. I don't know about you guys, but the first like snowstorm is like so exciting for me. Although it's a little bit of work, it's still a lot of fun, and I think it makes the area that we live in just look awesome with the mountains covered in snow and everything like that. So, time to get to work.
Nice wifey. I know.
You want to know why I'm here? What's going on, everybody? As you can see outside, we got a big snowstorm, and that means it's gonna kick on some fishing at a lake nearby. So I'm loaded up. We're gonna head out there. We're gonna get some solo winter camping and some fishing on. So here we go. All right, guys, we've made it. Check it out. I'm pretty stoked. I got this spot. You guys have seen me fish here before. If you haven't, go check out some of the older fishing videos, but I have fished here before. This is an Indian reservation, and it ended up closing. So their fishing season ends in the end of June, but it closed early due to the whole COVID thing. And they just opened it back up the other day. So this is the first time out. I figured I'd try to get out here before the babies do. And I mean, I've just got so many memories of fishing at this lake and this spot specifically, so I'm stoked for the first trip for the van to be out here. Whew, so originally I was not gonna fish tonight. Tonight I was just, basically they raised all the prices and it's pretty expensive compared to what it used to be out here, and you can't buy a season pass. So I was only gonna fish tomorrow, but because just the way it worked out, I got out here earlier than I thought today that I was going to. So I'm gonna just fish for a little bit, couple hours, and then come back, probably have a fire, some dinner, hit the bed, and then I'll wake up and fish tomorrow too. But originally wasn't a plan to do that, but we're here, why not? Lightning strikes by my way. All right, guys, so tied up my rod. You do see a ladder that I'm bringing down. You are correct. And my net. So if you're wondering why I'm bringing a ladder down, this lake is very different, I guess you would say, than a lot of others. It's very common here, if you look up this lake, that people fish off of ladders. It allows you to get out deeper without having to get in like a float tube or a boat or anything like that. And there's a good shelf around this lake. And that's usually where the fish, they swim around the lake on that shelf. So basically, you want to go sit a little ways before that, cast out to the shelf, and bring it in, and hopefully there will be a fish that interacts with that fly when you're bringing it in across that shelf. So that's why we have ladders out here. Should be interesting. I don't know if those were just the birds that were right there that swelled up, but might have been a fish. So let's stop talking. Let's get fishing. All right, so I got my ladder, and you have to be really, really careful on this side of the lake. Might actually even scoot back a little bit. So I'm literally only like 15 feet out from shore right now. And the drop off goes down like 20 to 30 feet, like really quick. And it just gets a little bit hairy. This lake is very scary at times. So you just want to make sure your ladder is sturdy. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but that drops off like, that's probably like 20 feet, like not far out there. And that's kind of sketch, especially since I'm out here by myself. So, oh man, this is crazy. I haven't done this since they closed the lake down last, what? I think it was like April, May, maybe? Oh, so weird to be back. And what's crazy too is that this lake, something that only happens every like 7 to 10-ish years happens. So it's this weird like algae bloom or something, and it turns the whole lake this crazy turquoise blue color. It is like really wild. And so it happened a while ago, so it's starting to veer back towards its normal color, but right now it's way more like turquoise blue color than it normally looks. Pretty crazy. You guys just missed it, sorry. I had a ripple, had a fish on, thought I was hooked on the ledge. That is the first fish of the night. 10 to 15 minutes in, that was epic. Oh, I really wish I would have set the hook better. I thought it was just the ledge. Gosh dang it. Had him on, felt him fight for a sec. I was like, oh, that is a fish. So I kind of pull up, set the hook very poorly. He came up, started swiveling, like splashing up top, and he just popped right off. Oh man, dang it. Well, at least we had a bite. We know they're here, huh? That's pretty epic. Holy cow, guys, I think we might have a good one. All right, guys, so this is what you don't want out here. Not sure if you can tell, this is called a chewy chub, I believe. They're kind of just bottom feeders out here. Nothing great, but we're not skunked. So we'll let him go. We don't even want to hold him. Let him hang out. See you, buddy. At least we didn't get skunked, guys. Man, I thought that was a good one. Turns out that he was foul hooked in his back. That is the weirdest spot to ever get foul hooked on one of those guys. It's so weird to me. I don't know. All right, guys. Sorry, got my headlamp on here for some lighting. So, as you see, fishing was all right. We had some activity. Not too bad for about 2 hours of fishing. I'm gonna have a campfire, eat some dinner, and enjoy the night. Just doing leftovers for dinner, so brought those. We'll heat those up, sit by the fire, warm up. Good morning, everybody. A little after 6 o'clock in the morning, I got up, I'm getting my rod ready. Let's go catch some fish. Slept pretty good, kept the heat on. Actually got pretty warm at one point, so I turned it off. So pretty good night of sleep, but let's go get some fish. Alrighty guys, not a bad way to start the morning. So I'm doing the other technique today of indicating, where I'm throwing, I have a bobber out there and I just kind of launch it out there and let it sit and hope a fish comes by and eats the little midge that I have on the bottom. So because it's a little wavy like this and the waves are coming almost at me, that's why I decided to do this method. So I'm not trying to cast line out into the wind right now. And these waves are actually pretty good for this kind of fishing. Kind of moves your food around for them. So it allows the fish to see it a little bit better. But what a beautiful morning. Took me a little longer to set this up than I really wanted to, but man, is it pretty out. Alrighty guys, in the van, it is a little after 8:30. Unfortunately, no fish yet. I have a phone call, so I came in here. I'm gonna make some coffee and I'm gonna do some work, get that phone call out of the way, and then we'll get back to fishing. I would say that this looks like a pretty delicious meal. Perfect timing, got a couple minutes to eat my little sausage egg McMuffin, leftover eggs and sausage, have some coffee, jump on the phone call, and then get back out fishing. Many reasons why I love this van is just this, sitting in here, having my coffee, and enjoying the lakefront view. All right guys, so came back after the phone call, fished for a couple hours. Now it's not really late, it's only like 2:40, but because the sun's going right behind this mountain next to me, it's gonna get dark in here. It's gonna get dark in this little like canyon area that I'm in, so looks like it's gonna be time to pack up and head out, which is a bummer. No fish today, skunked, which sucks. But you know, it was a beautiful day. It was awesome out. It's still early in the season, so technically the fish are pretty far out still. So if you do get one from shore, you're pretty lucky to get one. So yesterday, the fact that I had those, definitely pretty lucky. I was watching some guys out in a boat, you know, out past where I can catch or cast, and they hooked into one. So they are around, but unfortunately, I think they're just, most of them are a little bit too deep out. So a couple more casts and we'll get loaded up and we'll call it a day. All right guys, what an epic night. Got out here yesterday, leaving today. Last little trip before the baby. So what a time. This was so fun. Not a bunch of fish, but hey, still a great time. Packing up, time to head home. Thank you so much for watching guys. We will see you in the next one.